Good day, brothers and sisters. It's a pretty peaceful day today. Um, Finally, I'm healing up my nervous system and decompressing, and I feel it finally coming around this last couple days. The sun is shining. Um, it's a pleasant afternoon, and I came across this scripture. Um, I do receive scripture from a few different avenues. The Holy Bible, the actual book, on my DVD player. I listen to it and read it, and also on social media. Some of it's worded a little differently, but as you know, in the English language, there could be like five different words for the same thing. So you'll notice that, but when you compare the two, it's always the same meaning. Um, but I actually find that some words I prefer being used better than others. So when I seen this scripture pop up in my phone today, I wasn't completely satisfied with the wording, even though it was true. So I wanted to find a different wording for it. And my eyes aren't good right now. I'm waiting for my bifocals, I guess you call them, glasses to come in soon, to where it's reading on the bottom and Farsight on the top. So forgive me if my reading is bad. It's just my eyes, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I turned to the same scripture in the Bible as on my phone, and I compared the two. And of course, I liked the one better in my Bible. And so this is one of the things that is very important, especially in bodybuilding and getting jacked and ripped no matter what, and survival, because it all ties in together. We can't have one without the other, otherwise there's always going to be a missing link. So as far as bodybuilding and self-confidence, we have to be careful of self-confidence, boosting ourselves and planning of in our minds of what the future holds. We could have a vision, but I always say nothing is written in stone, because ultimately God aligns everything, and His path is always the path that we're on, whether we like it or not. Sometimes, because as a Christian, when He tells us to go this way, we listen to Him. We go this way. If we know it's better to do this than to do that, we go the better way, because it would be sinful to go against what our God consciousness is telling us, the message He's passing through us. So we always have to remain thankful and grateful and humble, and be content in the moment, and in our blessings that we have, and amongst possibly some things that aren't so perfect. Let's look at the things that we've been given as a gift, as a perfect gift, because He gives us exactly what we need when the time is right. And so this one here is actually, it's a warning about self-confidence, and this is God speaking directly. And He says, "Look here, you who say, today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and we'll stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit." And He says, "How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here for a little while and then it's gone." What you ought to say, instead of, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, This is what's going to happen. What you ought to say, if the Lord wants us, we will live and do this or that. If the Lord wants us to do those things, we will do this or that. It says, otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. Oh, sometimes he takes the work away from us when we give everything to him and put our absolute trust and faith in him. It's actually a gift in its own, because it relieves us of any doubts in those pretentious thoughts that we may make. If we get a message from him saying we should do this or we should do that, from the wisdom of his true word, and we do that, then so be it. That's what he aligned for us to do. So today, right now, as I speak, I told you about a small portion of my day. It's pleasant, it's sunny, and I'm very grateful for that. And things are obviously going to change for you. They're going to change for me within the next 20 minutes, half an hour. Things change. That's why we always have to keep turning back to Christ constantly. And it's not a difficult thing to do when you realize that turning back to Christ constantly in your thoughts, and constantly correcting your thoughts constantly, because your mind moves around so much in a day. Some things we got to give to him, and some things we got to act on immediately, and other things we might get confused thoughts, or we might even get thoughts of something that caused us trauma from a year ago, even 10, 20, 30 years ago. These thoughts, and we decipher where they're coming from, because sometimes when we're sore and we're tired, the enemy, the devil, knows that, and that's when he'll try to sneak in thoughts of doubt. And so when we realize that, when those thoughts sneak in, we rebuke them. Okay, so this is a portion of what we got to live on a daily, to be walking with Jesus Christ, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, so he can use us in what he needs to use us for. And it's not just having faith, it's what we do. So every decision matters, and we don't have to place too much thought in every decision we make. When we know it's guided by Christ, we can just live our lives out almost in an easier way, because he takes that burden from us and he carries the load. Peace.